Alright, got a couple packages here. The two on the top are the new ones, and the ones on the bottoms are the MagnaSign that I ordered. These MagnaSigns are quite a nice little inverter. Anyways, let's see. What did I get? I'm pretty sure this is from batteryhookup.com because it's got the battery sign on the side. And I'm going to get this out of the box and we'll see what we have. And here's what we got inside. Looks like I'm going to have to take the top off to get to the battery. This looks like there's just something on top of the battery, and then the battery's underneath. It can be liquid cooled or air cooled if you want. Liquid cooled is only when you're really pushing it to its limits. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. I'm not sure if that's the BMS or what that is on top yet, but we're going to take this thing apart and see what's inside. Alright, so this pack, I'm going to test the voltage on here. So this is negative over here. Total pack voltage, 42.2 volts. Cell number 1. See if I can put this where you guys can see it at all. I don't know if you can see this. No. I don't have you guys in a good spot, I apologize, but cell number 1 is 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, 3.51, and 3.51. Wow, they're really well balanced. That's awesome. Look at this. This is such a nice, small, little compact design. Now, it's fairly low in voltage, so I'm going to charge this, and then we're going to see what we can run with this. Alright, so we got the Mercedes battery here. I was going to do a test of two hooked up together and just seeing what the combined kilowatt hour was, but I decided I'm going to put a higher strain on the battery. I'm just going to run straight 1500 watt heater through an inverter on it. I've already found out that this is extremely inaccurate. The only thing nice about it is it gives a constant inaccurate reading, so I'll show you how much wattage the heater's pulling on the DC side, which should be immediately 10% more because this inverter, the best it can do is 90% efficiency. And then I'll show you what the kilowatt meter is saying that the heater's actually pulling. And so what we'll do is we'll take the reading from this meter and then we will add 10% for the inefficiency of the inverter, which this is probably more like 13% inefficient, but we're just going to go with 10 to be conservative. And we're going to calculate how much battery capacity this battery has. And so we're starting at 50.2 volts. We're not even full charge. Full charge would be 50.4. So we're not far off. I'm gonna turn the inverter on. 122 volts. Inverter is taking 32 watts. And we're gonna hit the power button. Oh, actually, let's set this to, oh, it is on watts. Okay. So we're gonna turn the heater on. Ramps up on the heater. 117 volts, 116 volts, 1400, 1500, 1550, almost 1600 watts there for a second. 1400. Okay, so now the heater's tapering off once it gets to temperature. So we'll wait for it to stabilize. Let's call it 13. Just say 1380. Oh, this isn't too bad right now. 1323. 1385. So we're talking about a 60 watt difference just from the readings plus 10% of this number. So we're talking about 200-ish watts off. So you add 200 watts to this, we're talking about 1520 watts approximately. It's getting pulled from the batteries. I will add it up on a calculator after to be sure. But that's where we've settled at, 118, 117 volts on the AC side. And we are counting kilowatt hour, which is awesome. So we're going to let this thing do its job. We're pulling 27 amps. It's only going to go up because as the volts drop to continue putting out the same amount of power, the amps have to go up. And I might try this test with 2 batteries after, but we're pulling about a 1.5C or just under 1.5C rating on the battery right now. And we'll see if we can get this. If this gets close to 725 watt hours here, I believe I did the math right, then this will be hitting its rating that battery hookup gave it at 880 watt hours of capacity. So that's what we're looking for. Just to show you the whole setup, there's our shunt wire going to the meter, and then a voltage wire going to the meter and power supply. And let's see just how well this thing does. It seems to be holding fairly steady. We're up to 1400 watts. Everything seems to be working well. And I'll come back to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we are, well, let's see how far we are here. I am time-lapsing, so you'll probably see me in the time lapses moving around. We are pulling 1274 watts on that meter there. And on this meter here, we're pulling 1280 watts. They've almost synced now. So at this point, the difference is only about 13% in the meters. So maybe we'll have to, maybe we'll have to stay at around like 17-ish% something like that, because the difference was bigger when the voltage was higher. Now the voltage is lower. It's actually getting closer together. Fan on the inverter just turned on, and temperature of the battery still like same temperature as the air around it, and might be warming up ever so slightly. When the battery gets lower in voltage, it warms up a little more. Anyways, let's see how many watt hours we get. Wow, this battery is doing very good. Very happy with it. It is slightly warmer than last time I checked it. And what have we pulled so far? We have pulled 651 watt hours, and we're at 1218 watts. Inverter voltage output is struggling because of the input voltage is only 41.6 volts, and we're attempting to run 1500 watt heater. So the inverter is definitely having a hard time keeping the voltage up. Let's see, it looks like our power is separated again. We got 1176 watts here and 1210 watts here. So we have separated again. But so far, I'm extremely impressed with this battery. For the size, it's got tons of power, very, very dense. And the crazy thing is, like, it could be smaller too. Like, if you took this racking off and just put shrink wrap on it, it would be even smaller. You could take all the plastic out of there and just make it just the cells, shrink wrap it. You could make it such a small, compact battery with a ton of punch. Or you can leave it as is. It's very durable like this. Or if you put it in the original case, that thing is like indestructible. You could pretty much toss that thing and it would just be fine. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with these batteries. I might look to see if they'll send me some more. I wouldn't mind getting a fairly big bank. Like this, I would put in like a house trailer or something like that. Like I have 12S 4 kilowatt hour currently in my house trailer, and same thing in my work trailer. And I'm either going to add these to my house trailer or my work trailer, and I'm leaning towards my house trailer because that'll give me an extra 1.7 kilowatt hours approximately. Anyways, okay, look at that. We did 749 watt hours. You could add approximately, I don't know, somewhere between 15, sorry, what was that? Yeah, about 15%-ish, 10 to 15%, and you'll get what it was actually pulling. So it looks like we're pretty bang on for capacity for about 880 watt hours. And we didn't even pull the batteries down to 36 volts, which is the lowest you can pull these to. We're at 41.3 volts, which still has some capacity in the cells. Not a ton, but there is some. So this did great, pretty much exactly as advertised, and you can push a huge load with such a tiny little battery. So this would be nice in like a ATV conversion. Or for me, I might be doing an electric Sea-Doo. And if I do, maybe I'll see if they want to send me some of these for electric Sea-Doo conversion. I already have the Sea-Doo. I just need, I have a 3000 watt 4 horsepower motor. It's not going to be super fast unless I decide to not use that motor. We'll see about that. I just want something that'll go fairly quick in a small lake to get me from one side to another. I can go fishing off it, that kind of thing. Like, I can take this off, turn this off, turn it back on, put a smaller load on it, and I guarantee I'll get another at least 30 or 40 watt hours on even this inverter that shuts off early. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Now we're on the charge cycle using these El Cheapo Boost controllers. When you parallel them, one goes to 0 essentially, and the other one takes full control. I don't know why, it's weird. So this I did 15% inaccuracy. If this is 15%, including the inverter inefficiency between this meter and this meter, we're looking at 861 watt hours is what we pulled. So that's pretty close, and like I said, did not even fully deplete it. So anyways, next video I should be making a little project with this thing.